Okay, the next thing I want to talk about, let's go back to the inbox here, is processing shipping. So when you guys were on Unify, you probably had a third-party shipping solution or some shipping solution that was outside of Unify. Now that you're on Unify, you have the ability to ship within the product. Now, in order to do that, you select an order or orders that you want to ship, and you click on Process Shipping. This only works for things that are unshipped, which is good. As you know, actually, before I go here, I want to kind of take you around the configuration of the shipping. Depending on what you're shipping, here are the shipping processors that we can connect to. Every time you connect to one, it connects with your credentials and things like that. So make sure you have your credentials. If you don't have them, go ahead and put them in there, connect to it. One of the elements that you know for the shipping module is creating a shipping label. And so we also need a place where we save the labels. So, I have a little, folder, on my desktop that just says, USPS labels, for here's for my indicia, or I have one for UPS labels, things like that. You want to make sure to keep those nice and smooth. Same with stamps, so you can keep the records of the postage that's created or the labels that are created just for you. If you have to print them again, you can. Also, your printer settings. What printer are you using? Are you using a, let's say if I had a printer that was hooked up to here and it was the ZPL or the Zebra, the Eltron, it would pop up there and I would decide on my drivers. If you need kind of more in-depth shipping instructions, we can kind of have a training just for shipping. I'm really going to touch over the high level points, but we can dive as deep as you need to, maybe in another session or offline, or to just really focus on shipping 101 within Unify Desktop. But now that we have everything connected in regards to our shipping processors, I choose an order here and I go, yay, process shipping. Takes me right to the shipping module. Boom. Um, the area on the left involves the order and the order details. As you can see the order number, you can see the items in the order, you can see shipping charges. This is the shipping charge that was downloaded from the order. If there is a shipping method requested, it would be here. And also the ship to, ship from. Boom, boom. All right. Now that's the area on the left. The area on the right involves shipping the order out itself. So if I want to ship this order out via stamps.com or via something else, let's say via Indicia Label Server, I just choose that here. So let's say if I'm going to do this with stamps.com. Now, here's my service. I can choose any one of these things here. Let's say, I'm sending this first class mail. Here's my ship date. Here's my packages I can use. If you have something different, let's say you have a box that we have a dimension library that you can create dimensions in here. I create a micro box, small flat rate, medium flat rate. You can put their dimensions in there that you like. You can set that up in the dimensions library so it's easy retrieval. The weight here, if you have a weight scale, you can hook it up, or if you know how much everything weighs, all packaged together, you can throw it here. If these are some additional options if you want to declare value. Each one of these options in terms of, below the weight and stuff like that, it depends on the shipping processor. So if you have a particular shipping processor that you're using, you'll see something a little slightly different. This is the interface for stamps. Now, if I were to get rates for this particular item, put this on test mode, I'm going to get rates. So I would say priority mail will cost me as a merchant $9.47 to ship it out. As you can see, it displays all the rates here. Priority Express is 35 bucks. So let's do priority mail. As you know, delivery confirmation and hidden postage is also a great thing, especially for stamps.com. And those are the things that are free. If you want to tack on some stuff here, you can do that if you're sending something that's perishable and you need that to be, put that on the thing. that's something that's free, so. And then of course, if you were, let's say I wanted to compare rates, I'm like, well, what is, this is great for stamps, but what about Indicia? Will Indicia give me a better rate? Let's compare some rates here. So it's looking at Indicia and it's looking at stamps.com. So Indicia says priority mail, it's $9.47. There's $3.40 of fees. It's going to cost me $12.87. With stamps priority mail, it's only going to cost me $9.48. Well, I think I might do that. That's what I want to choose. Use this. So this is our shipping comparison. You're able to compare rates between stamps.com, Indicia Label Server, and UPS Direct and FedEx. So you're able to kind of see them kind of in this tab in this way as to, which one gives you the better rate. I know that with stamps.com, I have better rates for shipping this versus Indicia Label Server. Now, if you have negotiated rates or something within UPS or FedEx, you can view that information here. You'll be able to see the normal rate, and then you'll be able to see, quote unquote, my rate, which is your negotiated rate. So you can make your decision as to what shipping postage type or service type you want to choose. And then after that, you hit generate label and you will see a label generated and it will pop out on your printer. And in addition to that, you would have a tracking ID or a tracking number associated with it. So let's actually take a quick look at a shipped order here. So did I ship out this order using Unify? Let's see. I might have. Ah, yes, I did. So, oh, no, I didn't actually. So if I had shipped this out using Unify Enterprise, I would have seen that there would be a tracking ID here. And I would see that tracking ID. Now that tracking ID would also be here within the order details. So let's say I ship this out via UPS. Let's do that tracking ID and this UPS. Cool. Let's save that. All right. Cool. That's all good. So UPS, so when you post to store, it will take the carrier, the method at times, but most importantly, it's this tracking ID, and that's what it will do when it posts to the store. It will send that to the online shopping cart and attach that to the online order. So that is posting to store. We already reviewed the changing of the status and the notification and the notifying of the customer as well. Those are things in regards to shipping out the order and those different factors for shipping and shipping functionality.